In the last episode, we talked about the five or six constituents: space, energy, matter, life, animals that make up the human being. We also initiated the discussion to understand dharma of each of these constituents. We were talking about space and we abruptly stopped to hold on to that moment. We also questioned about things, buying and creating. Now, many might agree with buying, especially minimalists, but creating you might like to disagree with. But if we look around, all the stuff, so many things we have created are also making our planet dead. There is so much junk. Even in the realm of knowledge and information, so much of overload is there and so much junk is there. In the Hindu mythology, there is the concept of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, or the Trinity, where Brahma, the creator, sustainer, and destroyer. Now we put creating at a very high pedestal, and we are not so good at destroying. It is seen as something bad or immoral. I'm not a very big fan of this um, concept, and I think we should limit creating to the bare necessities. Kabir said, "Jyon ki त्यों dhar dini chadariya," which translates into just don't mess up. And it is also said that often in creating something, we destroy something better. Let's take a moment here. Maybe you would like to make a comment. Maybe you want to question, why am I creating this web series itself? Let's talk about dharma of other constituents. We move with energy. Energy means action, doing, flow. Energy can be rhythmic or noisy. What if all our craving for creativity and movement is because of the energy? Are we already in the conflict zone, the dharma sankat, because of the dharma of space and dharma of energy? I suggest for the time being we label the dharma of energy as the quest for flow in life. We can come back in another episode to dive deeper into this. Moving on to matter. The core dharma of matter is physicality. And we can already feel the craving for that. Our lives have become more virtual, more digital, and we crave for physical contact. We want to meet our dear ones, spend time with them, have skin to skin contact with them. Now, in course of material activity, some of the matter acquired the property of life. Life has two basic properties: reproduce and self repair. Any living thing reproduces. Two humans can make more humans, two mosquitoes can make more mosquitoes, but non living things cannot do this. We cannot put two mobile phones in a room and expect that after many months there will be more mobile phones. Maybe iPhone comes up with something and then there is more. But for now, we can't expect that. The other aspect is self repair. Living things can repair themselves. Now, many people feel that we have already a lot of overpopulation on the planet, so pursuing the dharma of reproduction might not be so good. But self repair is very important, and in fact, it has weakening for many of us, which is the reason for the rise of diseases like diabetes, hypertension, obesity, many autoimmune issues. In another project, Sehatvan, we have been working on all of these issues. We began with working on diabetes and hypertension and metabolic issues because they were easier to measure, and now we have also expanded on autoimmune disorders. You can go to the website sehatvan.in to find out more information. We are ourselves amazed by the abilities of self repair and how, by putting people into the right environment, right context, so many things can change. If you are curious to understand more about this approach, you can go to Sehatvan's website and go through the different modules described there. Now, there are many kind of life forms, but they can be broadly categorized into two kingdoms: plants and animals. There is one key difference between plants and animals, and that is of mobility. Plants grow in one place, they put down their roots, they have the ability of photosynthesis and creating their own food. Animals must move, hunt, forage to find their food. In fact, if you look at any animal, be an ant or a mosquito or a monkey, you'll mostly find them moving. As humans, we have betrayed this basic dharma of being an animal. We have made our lives more sedentary. We are sitting always, I'm sitting right now in our cars, in our offices, in the metro. And this betrayal has resulted in many physical health issues. We need to take this seriously, and we'll be dedicating a whole episode around this. Now, coming to the next constituent. But before I move there, I would like to question, do we actually need to have a separate human kingdom than the animal kingdom? Yes, we are intellectually superior. We have created many inventions and discoveries. We have made the internet, the AI, trains, and animals can, barely build their nests. But are we truly better than them? Aren't we also so much more sad? Aren't we also the most destructive on this planet? Does all of this constitute as greatness? Now, with the dominion of mind over body, of course, resulted in lots of creations and discoveries, but it has also disturbed the body mind synchronicity. And we have so many psychological issues with us these days. We are mostly living in the illusory past or the future, and we are not in the here and now. The wild animals are always in the here and now. With these three episodes, we have covered the groundwork. And in the next episode, we will begin on our core agenda of biohappiness. Namaste.